I'm so happy you're here because it means that you're interested of changing your self-image. That is a really good thing to do. It's so much easier though if we're aware of the process so we can avoid falling in the little holes and traps on the way. Because when we are aware, we can stop that from happening. I hope you enjoy your day as much as I do. So, you are in a bad situation. Let's pretend you probably have a memory of something you did or something that happened to you that was what you felt really bad. So maybe you felt the need of calling somebody. I need to tell my friend, I need to tell my mom, I need to tell my sister. So you call those people up and you were like trying to tell them what happened, but instead you told them a story that was so much bigger and so much crazier. It wasn't just facts, it was actually exaggerated a lot. Can you remember that? I think so. We all did that. Because when we are in survival mode, we are so oversensitive to everything. So everything that happens feels too much. Because what it really is that we feel, our system feels that when we are in that state, that we are in a dangerous position. Our nervous system shuts down and only the functions that is necessary for survival is active, which means we're not digesting very well, we're not thinking about possibilities very well, we're not very calm, we're not able to meditate. Our our whole digestive system is like put on hold basically, because when you are hunted or chased by something really dangerous, the only things you really need to think about is, do I stop and fight, or do I run and hide? Where can I hide, and how far is it? How long is it going to take me to get there? That's why in survival mode we are so stressed about time and we're so focused about defending ourselves, because that is what we need to do in survival mode. We need to protect ourselves from being killed or harmed or hurt, and we need to hide, and it needs to take the shortest amount of time possible. So this is the opposite of how we can create something new, where we really need to be present, where we can be focused on specific details, not like just run and hide, but specific things. We need to open up our focus to ideas, and the perception of what we experience is really off in survival mode. We tend to imagine that we are separate when we are in survival mode. We're separate from everybody else. It's somebody out there's fault. He did this to me. She said that to me. He almost run over me. He almost killed me, or something like that. So when we are in a calmer power state, we know that I created the situation myself, so there's nothing that can harm me. So I can just continue to do what I do to change my self-image. I can continue this process because that's the only way you can make it to a permanent identity, is by repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. So your nervous system is not thinking that something is in danger, so you have to shut down everything. That's why we tend to start things and stop things all the time, because our nervous system are so agitated that we shut down. So when you want to change your self-image, you need to do those things that you feel are now more you over and over again without hiding under your bed or shutting down in panic and rest for a couple of weeks in panic. Because that is going to tell the nervous system that this was dangerous, we're not going to do that again, stop, no, don't go there again. It's not helping us. So it's important to be able to see very clearly what is happening, because you might think that, well, this is a good thing, right? Changing my self-image, well, that is a good thing, right? It should feel good. You should feel easy and comfortable, and yeah, maybe not. Because there is always going to be some kind of friction in between the old you and the new you before you slip into that new suit of the bigger you. So those bumps in the road, if you translate them as something dangerous, something wrong, I shouldn't do this anymore, you're not going to continue. So that's why when you know this already, that this is just friction in between the old me and the new me, and I'll happily take this as a clue to what to do next, or as something that is guiding me towards what I need to do, instead of seeing it as this is wrong, this is bad, stop. So when you can see this clearly, you are going to continue what you started to grow into your new identity by keeping this new idea of your self-image in act. You're going to act as that person over and over and over again, and all of a sudden it is your identity. It's a great thing. And now when you're aware of those things, you're not going to fall in those little holes, or you're not going to stumble over the bumps in the road and stop and go hide somewhere under your bed. You're going to see this very clearly, and you're going to avoid those traps, and you're going to continue to act as the new you. And over and over and over again, this will be your new identity. So please write something to me if you feel that this is helping you. Okay.